Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make this crocheted scarf. It's made out of bulky yarn and it uses a 6.0 millimeter crochet hook. You need 3 skeins of bulky yarn, so it's about 390 yards. And I'm using the Knit Picks 100% wool bulky yarn. And I'll leave a link down below to the exact yarn that I used. You need exactly 3 skeins of this yarn. So this is how long it is, and you sew it together. And this is a beginner's tutorial because I always get asked to make beginner tutorials. So this will teach you how to make this scarf. If you have any trouble with this tutorial, I would tell you to check out my beginner's crochet guide. So yeah, we're going to make this scarf today, and let's get started. So you're going to start off with a slip knot. To make a slip knot, take your yarn in both your hands and then make a circle. So all I've done is pull one piece of yarn over to make a circle. Then taking the working end of the yarn, which is the end, not this end, you're going to pull it up through the circle. So just pull the working yarn through the circle. And that's a slip knot. Then you put the slip knot on your crochet hook. And if you're a total beginner, just hold your crochet hook in your right hand any way that feels comfortable. I hold mine like I would hold a pin. You can hold it really any way that just feels comfortable. As you crochet, you'll adjust it, things will get easier. And now we are going to chain. So we're going to chain 31 for the scarf. So you're going to yarn over on your hook and then pull this yarn over through this loop. Then you're going to yarn over on your hook again and pull it through the loop. You're going to do this 31 times. So you're just yarning over and then pulling it through. Yarning over and pulling it through. So you're going to do this till you have a chain of 31. Now if you look at this chain, you can see it looks like little braids. The topmost part of each braid is where your stitch begins. So when you start, you always skip this first little braided piece and you're going to go into the second piece. So see how this braid, and I'm going into the top part of it? This is where you're going to work your first row of stitches. So we're going to use the half double crochet stitch because it's not that tall, it's not that short, it's a really easy medium stitch that will work up really quickly. So to work the half double crochet stitch, you're going to yarn over on your hook, and as I said, you're going to skip this first chain right here. You're going to then insert your hook into the stitch, then yarn over on your hook again, pull this yarn over through this first stitch. So now you have 3 loops on your hook, then yarn over on your hook again and pull this yarn over through all 3 loops. And that's your first half double crochet. So we're going to do 29 more half double crochets all the way down the row for a total of 30 half double crochets. So yarn over on your hook, insert your hook into the next chain, pull this up, yarn over on your hook, and pull through all 3. Yarn over on your hook, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over on your hook, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Right here I have 3 more stitches. Just keep doing this all the way down the line. Alright, so now I have my first row of half double crochet here. So I'm going to start on row 2. So for row 2, I'm going to chain 1, which means you yarn over on the hook and you pull it through the loop and you turn your work. So my work was laying like this because I just worked from this end all the way down to this end. Now I'm just going to flip it around so the end is to over here. Alright, so now I have 30 half double crochets, and you're going to skip this chain 1. It just takes your hook a little bit further away so you can work into the first stitch. We're now going to do 30 more half double crochets back down the row. except for instead of working into chains, we are now working in the top of the stitches. So see this braided part on top right here? These are your stitches. And you're going to work into each braided part. So you go through both loops of each braided part to work the stitch. This is called your front loop and this is called the back loop. And you go through both of them when you're working the half double crochet. So once again, yarn over on your hook, skip that chain one that you just did, and then go into your stitch, yarn over on your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over on your hook, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And that is your first half double crochet of your second row. You're going to keep half double crocheting down the row for 30 half double crochets. So once again, you just yarn over on your hook, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over on your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Just going to keep doing that all the way down the row. Alright, so now I've reached the end of row number 2. And you just keep repeating row number 2 indefinitely until the scarf is as long as you want. So you're going to chain 1 and turn, and then just do 30 more half double crochets all the way back down the row. Okay, so I have crocheted a lot of rows, but there's going to come a time when you have to switch yarn. And I need to switch to this new yarn here because this one's running out. So all I do when I switch yarns is I'm just going to leave this one on the hook right here and then just drop it. So I'm just going to drop this yarn. Now I'm going to pick up my new yarn and use this. So when I'm starting a new stitch, I'm going to yarn over with the new yarn for the half double crochet stitch, insert my hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So now I have both of my yarns coming off here, and I've got my new yarn attached. So now I just go to the next stitch, and the next stitch. Now I'm at the end of my row, so I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And then when I'm done with the entire scarf, I'm just going to go back and weave these in to make it uniform. But that's how I switch yarns. I just do it really simply. I don't tie anything. I don't do anything crazy. I just simply drop one yarn and pick up the next one and just go. So now I'm just going to keep half double crocheting until the scarf is as long as I would like. Alright guys, so now I've completed all of my rows, and now you're just going to put the 2 sides of the scarf together and use the tail to sew it up. And you sew it up just by going in and out. Now all you have to do is weave in all of your ends and just weave it into the work, and then just trim the end.